and the gate drops were underway. Fantastic to see, and it looks to be a KTM. It could be James Scott there, so I think we've got James Scott. The number 108, he is in first place. We've got White Chase and Josiah Natsky, the 2 and the 23, right up there as well. So a fantastic start from them. We've got the 6 of Josh Coppins around the outside there. He slots into 4th place. So here we go, action aplenty. We have a massive field of MX2 riders, just 29 of them. And we're flying with James Scott, our fastest qualifier, and he's had 2 thirds in a row. Has he got the legs to run away with this one? It's only a 10-minute moto, so a relatively short race for MX2. And all on at the moment. James Scott, White Chase, Josiah Natsky and Josh Coppins. That's the top 4 as we see them flying at the moment. Looks like Luca Fremantle, he got a good start. He's up in that chasing pack as well. We've got some fantastic starts. Can't quite see the 338 Brad Grubridge, so a horror start for BG on the Kia Trailers Suzuki. We go racing.
Maybe the yellow bike going down the break this time. Brad just gone over that before. We've just been pointing out, folks, that the order of the flag boxes we go past are 6, 5 and 4, and that's of course round the wrong way. It's because once upon a time you went past 4, 5 and 6 in that order, but those jumps have been manicured and the track been reformatted to give us this different order. So it's not the same track that we were here with 10 years ago. It uses many of the same obstacles, but they're in a slightly different order with the track changes that have gone on. Here we are going all the way, and here we are, 2 for White Chase, 1 away for James Scott, 23 for Josiah Natsky. When you on paper, these were the 3 best riders here today, and we've had 2 of them win a race each of the 2 so far in the back-to-back round number 1, moto number 1, but here in moto number 2, and these guys putting it all on, and that's why we want to see James Scott win one, and if he does, of course, that will give each of the 3 riders an opportunity to be one in the field. So White Chase, James Scott, and Josiah Natsky all on board here at the moment. Go to Superstar and Mr. Vet out there himself, Josh Coppins. Of course, Josh now over 40 years of age, and in fact is in New Zealand over 40 years of age, a veteran champion, a title he won back in September in our awesome Veterans and Women's Championship stage in Central Hawke's Bay back in September of this year. A great event, one of the standout events of this year for my money. So well done, Underwood and Wilkins, MX2 Racing. Underwood and Wilkins let the good times roll. The home of Kawasaki in the KX250. More features than any other bike. The whole shot advantage, launch control mode, fashion style, chassis and componentry and tuning, ergonomic engine, and of course the aluminium perimeter frame as well, plus the fact that it's 4-stroke and liquid cooled. Check it out, it's the awesome KX250 from Kawasaki and Underwood and Wilkins.
Yeah, absolutely flying. It is White Chase on the number 2 machine. Out in front, James Scott cutting under a bit of pressure now from Josiah Natsky. So the battle for 2nd and 3rd. That one's really starting to heat up. Josh Coppins there in a comfortable 4th place. We go to 5th. Luca Fremantle on the AFC Motorcycles Team Green Kawasaki. Brilliant stuff. We've got BG, Brad Grubridge up into 6th place ahead of Scott Barr-Smith. So Scott Barr-Smith, a good start from him. We've got Logan Madron, Jack Rogers and Richard Horn rounding out our top 10. But this front trio, they've been the class act today. And James Scott certainly not letting White Chase get away with this one. So we keep an eye on that one. Just a 10-minute race, and we are already 3.5 minutes into this one. So around about 3 laps to go. There goes Luca Fremantle, BG, Brad Grubridge giving chase there. That's Scott Barr-Smith on the 2-stroke. So fantastic to see him. Logan Madron as well there, rounding out our top 8. So a classy field as White Chase holding off James Scott. James right there looking for a move, not quite close enough there. So the mistake from White will certainly be costly here as we watch them flying at the moment. This is brilliant MX2 racing.
Well, I tell you what, the Scott Barr-Smith performance is one certainly to recognise. Love the fact that he's on that smaller capacity bike. We saw it with the 88 as well of Brodie Connolly, and Brodie had a shocker at the end of moto number 1, but quickly got up and recovered and did very well in moto number 2. But from that point of view, now to show what the 2-strokes are, and of course a maximum of 150cc. So you've got Richard Horn is listed as being on a 125 here today. You also have Scott as being on a 125, but as we say, bikes up to 150. And let's hope they've had an opportunity to maybe give the 125 a little bit of a helping hand with a bigger piston or bore to take them out to that greater than 125, to put them more on a par with the 250 4-strokes that dominate MX2 racing in New Zealand, for that matter around the world. Underwood and Wilkins MX2, and looking out for it too for White Chase. Man, he's got it wild and dialed. Look at this. This is sensational. 2 in front for White Chase on the Honda. There he goes. Two out in front for Honda Motul, Alpine Star, 100% Bell Helmets, Chaseworks suspension, Dunlop, Akrapovic, along with Renthal, Twin Air, Matrix, Dr. Trim, Henson, Works Connection, Arm Wheels, Unforeseen, Parker Beverages, DRC, Vortex, Good Buzz, Etika, along with Skinny, Sunscreen and Rhino Power. Remember Good Buzz is in fact a kombucha. What a beautiful drink to be drinking in the summertime. Very healthy for you indeed. Check it out, Good Buzz kombucha. Proud to be sponsoring that man, the number 2 of Taupo's Ryan Chase, out in front. And Brad, he has just pulled away from that competition. He looks pretty damn awesome at the moment. So keen to watch him go. It was much closer, but there would now be about 10 by lengths between him, and he's just got a big enough buffer now. And look at that from Josiah, closing it down slightly on James Scott. James might have got the whole shot, quickly overtaken by Wyatt, and Wyatt's just made that big enough. He can afford to make sort of that little hiccup with a corner and still hold on to that number 1. But first, second, third, and as I would call them, that was him going past the same point on the racetrack. Pretty awesome to watch.
Yeah, Wyatt Chase, he's out to 2-second advantage back to James Scott, so really stretching it out, turning the screws here. So Wyatt Chase, James Scott in second. He's had 2 thirds so far today, so this will shake up the points overall. Wyatt Chase will take a big points advantage ahead of Josiah Natsky in this one. So we go this one here. Well, white flag is ready and waiting for these guys when they come round. They are going to be on their final lap. He's still got to get over the White's Power Sport wall and then head to the Scott Sports Pro jump. So Wyatt Chase ahead of James Scott, then go back to Josiah Natsky. There's not a hell of a lot in it. Just 2 seconds back to second place, and then another further second back to Josiah. So here we go. White flag out, 1 lap to go in this part 1 of our 2 back-to-back race we get today. The number 6 of Josh Coppins doing a wonderful job there. He's been 4th all day so far. So JC on the number 6, and then BG. So we've got BG now up into 5th place ahead of Luca Fremantle. So Luca now down into 6th place. They're doing a fantastic job on the Crown Kiwi AFC Motorcycles KXF 250, and then Scott Barr Smith there on the 2-stroke, the first of our 2-strokes home. Fantastic result for him. That is 7th at the moment, and then go back to Logan Madron on the 157 machine, the Husqvarna. So there we go. Action aplenty all over here. Classy top 8, and nothing looks to be stopping Wyatt Chase at the moment. Absolutely flying, but the battle for second place on the last lap as well. That's the one we'll keep an eye on, the 108 and the 23. So Josiah Natsky carrying a little bit more corner speed there, not quite able to reel him in. So James Scott doing a fantastic job there, but we go racing with this one. We're on the last lap at the moment, and we've got a lap rider just fallen down there, but doesn't seem to affect any of our leaders, so we get through there okay. Wyatt, James and Josiah, absolutely fantastic. So this one here is on the last lap, and then we go for a 5-minute break and the second one. So it's all about the starts here. The man who's got the whole shots normally run away with it in Wyatt Chase at the moment, flying over Aqua Plus and heading towards the White Power Sports roller section. Here we go, the battle for second place. We're going to watch where is Josiah Natsky going to be strong. He's going to throw it up the inside. It's a little bit one line there. There's not many options as he flies out of there. They hit to the wall. Has Josiah got anything to answer for James? James gets the big ear over there and gets on the gas. So here we go with Wyatt Chase from Taupo on the right red Honda. He is going to run away with this one. He's got the left-hand final hairpin. Gets out of there nicely. Josiah Natsky going to rail around the outside, but not going to be close enough. It's going to be Wyatt. And then go to James Scott and Josiah. And now the 5-minute break will start. So the 5-minute clock will be underway now. We've got the 6 of Josh Coppins. He's in a comfortable 4th place. Well done to the legendary JC. On the Altherm Window Systems Ward Demolition, JCR Yamaha, and then go back to, looks to be Luca in there. So we've lost BG, so BG's back to here now. So that's a swap for 5th place, but Luca now ahead of BG. So BG limping to the line, so I'm not sure what's happened to BG. He's going to get over there. That's going to be 6th place for him. And then Scott Barr Smith there. He's going to finish in 7th. We go to 158. That's Logan Madron and Richard Horn. Good riding today from Richard Horn. He just needs a good start, and he'll be right up the sharp end of that field. Well done to Richard Horn. He gets an awesome 9th place there. Go to the 982 there. That's Aaron. Good work from Aaron in there, so fantastic. And then go back to Nick Hornby. So classy field here, Underwood and Wilkins MX2, and already you see the mechanics frantically on the line with the brooms out there. We've got 5 minutes already on the clock. We've already used about 30 seconds of that. And about to get underway with part 2, race 4 on our program, the MX2.
Well, you might be asking, well, what about a broom? Some of those guys working a broom, they never work a broom at home in their life. Sorry, I shouldn't be rude, but you get the idea. But what they need to do is, from the roost that occurred from the start of the race, it flicked the dirt up onto there, and the dirt is little pebbles and it rolls. So it's a concrete gate. It's the same for everybody along there. So what you've got to do is flick the dirt off, so it has a chance of less wheel spin and hopefully more traction as they leave underneath the shaded area there of the start line. So a brand new Wrangler supported start. Big thanks to Wrangler. Great endeavours by them. And I've got a brand new start mechanism over there, and of course the club now has the a full independent backward falling start gate mechanism over for the mini tracks. There's not too many clubs that have a quality mini gate as well, so well done to here the Bay of Plenty Club and their